Hey, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How are ya? I am going to talk about something that's very critical to do before you try to scale your business. And before I get into it, I want to give a little disclaimer. So, if you have a really tiny business and there's no money and you're not making any money, the number one thing you can do first is just create momentum. Like, just go out and shake hands and kiss babies and just get some sort of activity happening in your business. So assuming that you're at that place where you have some activity, right? Like you have customers, you have the semblance of a business happening. Man, I need to cut my hair. Look how big my wing is. Thing's getting huge. Anyway, if you have some sort of a basic foundation, the next thing everybody wants to do is grow it really fast. Not everybody, but a lot of people. But there's a couple really key things I want to point out to you that you need to do before you even try to scale up, right? Because you can create a disaster for yourself if certain things are not correct. So, what is the one thing you need to do before you scale your business? I think you need to build what's called an organizational chart. Howard Partridge talks a lot about this. It's a pretty basic business thing. And an org chart is basically something that looks like this, right? Okay? Really simple. Now, you don't build this on where your business is right now. Build it, for example, on where your business will be in 12 months or in 24 months or something like that. Because here's where I see people make mistakes that I talk to on the phone when I try to help them. Okay, they're a sole proprietor. Okay, so it's just them, they're out there hustling. And they started a business after they made $10 or $12 an hour working for someone else, and they're really excited, and they make $40 an hour. And they're pumped, especially with window cleaners, right? Because there's not a huge capital investment. So people get in and they think they're crushing it when they make $40 an hour. And that's great, more power to you. But check this out, okay? This is how the revenue breaks down when it's just you, okay? You got a little office expense, maybe some insurance, equipment, just some miscellaneous small level expenses, so you can keep a huge percentage of every dollar for yourself, and that's awesome. Like, that's great, smiley face. And I would way rather have someone do this than just work for the man and have a dead-end job or something. But the problem is that you can't scale this. Everything will break and burst into flames. It will be really terrible. And the reason why is your future company, when you start to scale and you have all this huge momentum, is going to look like this. We got you as the CEO, right? That's cool. And then maybe we have a sales manager. And maybe we have an operations manager now. And we're rocking, right? And we have, don't forget Uncle Sam. That's a good point. And we have an office manager. Now, all this middle layer of leadership, these are non-revenue producing job positions. Like, they don't directly produce cash, right? Only these guys at the bottom, right? We got the crews and maybe the techs underneath the crews. And this is just a basic example, but this is where all the money is generated, right? But the money that these people down here make have to pay for this guy and this guy and this guy and then you. And if you want to get even bigger, hold on, I'm getting my Sharpie. If you want to get even bigger, then this isn't going to be you. This will be a different guy, right? Here. And you're going to be up here, and maybe you are chairman or some fancy job. You're just the business owner at that point, right? Once you're not the general manager anymore, then but look, you got to pay for this guy too now, right? So this doesn't work. It gets gobbled up. It gets gobbled up. So unfortunately, it might look like this more after you scale. And there's you with the sad face. That's you with the sad face, okay? So there's all kinds of expenses. I didn't make like a comprehensive list, but it's going to all get gobbled up and there'll be no money left. The other thing that's important to remember, the fact that, put my marker back, if you want to build a sellable business, the value of your business is based on the earnings that the company makes, right? The earnings. And that's after you pay yourself. And so many people forget that. After you pay yourself, what's left after that, that's the number you use for your multiple. So I thought that would be a quick tip to share because I got some comments on some videos that I had online earlier asking about this. So that's pretty much it. I also want to invite you all to hop on with me tomorrow night. I'm doing a webinar. I do lots of webinars. This one's not like my other webinars. This is different. So in full disclosure, tomorrow's webinar, I'm going to tour and demo my boot camp. I'm going to explain what it is. I'm going to try to sell stuff to the people of you that it makes sense for. So it's not just some profound, deep teaching. There's going to be a little bit of teaching. There'll be some gold nuggets, but it's me unveiling the Bootcamp 2.0, the Automate, Grow, Sell Bootcamp. Over 115 of you are already in there. We're having massive, tremendous success. It's going to be very exciting, and I look forward to seeing you on there. Tell your friends if they want to get unstuck, if they want teachings like this, except 100 times deeper with more detail and lots of sample documents, over 50 videos that I shot in Costa Rica, training you, plus bonus content and all kinds of stuff, okay? Then hang out with me on the webinar. I'll post a link in the comments, but you just go to automategrowsell.com/best year. automategrowsell.com/best year. You can hang out. I'll show you the product. We're going to reduce the price for a very short time and build up the boot camp. We're going to push it up to a couple hundred businesses. It's a lifetime membership. There's a powerful community. We have so many smart people in the boot camp. So many. There's a private mastermind group. There's tons of stuff. So I'll explain what all that is. The Big Booty Business Boot Camp. That's exactly right. That was between that and the Automate, Grow, Sell Business Boot Camp, Chris. So we went with Automate, Grow, Sell. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Appreciate all of you. Take care.